Welcome to Bear Essentials with Bear Buyers. In today's Division 2 video, we're going to not be talking about builds or firepower or what gun to use, what armor to use. We're going to be talking about tactics. Yes, that's tactics. How to maneuver, how to cover, how to move, how to shoot, how to hide, how to heal, how to roll, all the things that need to be a great warrior in this game. You can end up like this with a great build but bad tactics, or like this with a good build and good tactics. The first tactic, let us discuss cover. This is a cover, shoot, and loot game, and one of the most important things to do is defense. And the best defense is not to be hit. The best way to not be hit is not have yourself out in the open to be a target of a bullet. This is cover. Cover to cover movement is easy. You can press A, and when you're in cover, you can press another location and press A on the second location. This is cover to cover movement. Some equipment and abilities even help you and give you benefit for cover to cover moves. So when you're in cover and you duck back in, it leaves yourself being less vulnerable to being shot. And if you add a tactic of elevation, it gives you less chance to be hit by people that have a lower elevation than you when you're on the ground and you're up above. This is called overwatch. In a good concealed overwatch position, it gives you advantage of looking down over the battlefield and making good clean shots while making it very hard, if not impossible, for your enemy to hit you while you're in cover, but still making shots that kill or put suppressive fire on your enemy. This is one of the best tactics to use in real combat or combat here in Division 2. One of the best tactics when you're shooting is to contain your enemy through a process called a bottleneck, or knowing the movement of your enemy. When you have an area where they have to come through you, you can put up your skill builds or fire, or use things like the Nemesis to make a wall to create a kill zone. You can use skills like Bleed Hive or a chem launcher or fire to put between you and the enemy as you do suppressive fire and shoot the enemy. But either way, however you create your kill box, your area where you're doing damage to the enemy and the enemy has very little chance to do damage to you, is where you'll do best. One item while you're in cover, you can do cover fire while you're still in cover, have your gun up and over the area where only your small part of your arm is available for the enemy to shoot. One tactic is just the opposite when your opponent is in cover, how to get them out of cover. One of the ways is to throw a hand grenade or skill in their area to make them jump out of cover, and when they do, you're there to pounce on them. Another important aspect of the game when it comes to tactics is the ability to move and not be hit. And one of the easiest ways to do that is a simple roll. And the timing of the roll is perfect. So when you're out in the open, roll past the opening, get back into cover. Or if you have to get through a opening at a very quick, precise time, a roll is the best way to do it. Next, we're going to cover one of the important aspects of combat and combat tactics is picking your targets. When you have multiple targets, and most of the time you will, You're going to have to make a split decision which targets to attack first and which ones you need to concentrate your fire on because they're going to do the most damage or have the biggest impact on your survival and your team's survival. Coming up in New York, we're going to be dealing with um, combat leaders, the NPCs. It's actually going to give leadership to your team. So taking them out quickly and first is going to be a high priority. So as we fight, we need to be able to pick our right and good priorities in the right sequence. When working as a team, sometimes your teammates might be down, and one way to keep them alive or so that you can help them is another teammate draws their fire, flanks them, or becomes a target or distraction while another teammate can either down the enemy or repair your teammate. When you're down to one or maybe two enemies, one of the best ways is to do a double flanking maneuver where you're actually attacking the enemy in multiple directions. This allows for a clean and quick kill. Another aspect that you can use is suppressive fire. You can also use suppressive fire in a combination of movement, counterfire, sniping, and repair. So as you're making a flanking maneuver, your other teammates can suppress the enemy and keep their head down, while a third enemy is actually sniping at the enemy. So if they do move, you can get a clean and quick headshot or body shot on them and put them down and out immediately. No matter what maneuver you're using, pure teamwork, communication, cover and shoot, and good movement, flanking, being able to retreat and force, these are all aspects that can help your Division 2 game be much improved no matter what your build is. Sure, a great build is a great start, but it's more how you shoot, how you move, and how you cover to stay alive that'll make or break your game. I'll close you in one thing you don't want to do is enter a fight with your gun unloaded or with just a few bullets left. So as you're making a move, remember to keep your gun loaded at all times. Every chance you can, make sure you reload your gun. In real combat, the U.S. Army uses items called battle drills. This can be when you're moving left, right, retreating, fighting left, fighting in a forceful retreat, cover fire. These are all ways to use your tactics. Each and every battlefield, either be in a video game or in real life, requires more than just shooting. It requires using your brain, using it in a snap, easy, quick, decisive maneuvers to help you survive the game. I hope these hints have been a great help at getting you started on the ability to think past just a build and being able to shoot an enemy, but how to move, how to use your brain to outmaneuver the computer that is out to kill you or another player that's using these same tactics, a better build, and better firepower. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this. Please share it. Please push the like button. And if you want to see more videos, please subscribe. I appreciate the support.